Hello, I think I'm live. Right, who wants to know what to put in your emails that you send to your subscriber list? Besides, so the most common question I get is, what do I write in my blog posts, or what do I post on my Facebook page? And then coming in swiftly behind those in third place is, what do I send to my email list? So I thought I'd do a quick video about that. And I'm going to infuriatingly answer your question with another question, but there's no way around this, because what you send your email list is going to be tailored. It needs to be tailored to your business. So all I can do is bat you back another question, and that will help you decide what content should be going into your emails. So I'm talking about the emails, not necessarily the ones that are pre-scheduled, that follow up a freebie. So often you'll have a short email sequence that's preset to go out as soon as someone's downloads a freebie, and there'll be 2 or 3 emails that come out the back of that. And I'm not talking about pre-launch emails or sales pitching emails. It's what you send to your subscriber list in the in-between time when you're not launching anything. It's just kind of business as usual. Should you be emailing them at all? And if so, like, how often? What should you be sending them? So those are the kind of questions I get a lot. And I have 2 questions to ask back to you. Oh, just block out my own face while I try and make sure the mic's in properly. I have 2 questions to ask back to you to help you get to the right answer for your business. My first question is, why have you built the email list in the first place? What is the goal? What is it that you would like to send those people? And often people build the email list because they want to be able to announce when they've got something new, or they want to announce availability, or they want to drive sales in some way. And then they forget about sending anything to their email list until they want to ask for the sale. And so their email list gets nothing, and then they get an email that says, hey, buy my stuff, followed by another email that's, hey, buy my stuff, another one that's, buy my stuff, and then they don't hear anything from the person for ages and ages again. So if that's your intention, that you ultimately want to have that email list so that you can email sales emails to them, you do need to plan ahead of time and train those subscribers to open your emails and be expecting something good inside them. So you need to figure out what it is that they want from you, which leads me to my second question, which is, why did they sign up in the first place? So what's their goal? Why did they hand over their email address? Now, most likely they did it because they found your website, they saw what you had to offer, and they in some way wanted to keep in touch with you because they wanted more of what you've got. That will include like wanting to know when you sell stuff, want to know about your availability, but they also want to know when you've got more good free stuff for them to enjoy. So you need to balance the emails that you send out that are pitching for a sale, balance them with emails that you're sending out that give value. And you don't have to have like completely unique content that goes in your email. Actually, if you come up with something really good to email your list, and it's something you think, oh, that's really valuable, you can just turn it into a blog post later. Just don't promote it immediately after you've published it. Just set it on your social media schedule to promote later down the line, and then you can get make it work double time for you. So email your list first, because they're your group of insiders with that valuable piece of advice or information that you've got, and then later on you can repurpose it into a blog post. I use my email list in a slightly different way, because people are only on my email list if they have asked to join up. So hopefully plenty of you are on there, and my sign up box says something like, never miss good stuff from Worditude, and I pitch it as it's like a summary of all the good stuff that goes on each week. And I try really hard to send it out every Monday, and it's basically a summary of the best content that I've created or that I've come across in the last 7 days, and then a little overview of what's coming up in the days to come. And the reason that I've done it like that is I imagine my newsletter to be kind of so go back way back to the days before we had the internet. One way that people in small communities used to keep in touch was outside the church or the community hall. There would be a notice board, And I imagine that notice board to be quite a lot like my Facebook page. So the information and the announcements on it are fairly disjointed. They're individual posters or leaflets slapped onto the notice board. And if people are eager to find out the latest news, they can't wait, they want to know what it is right now, they can head on down to the notice board and they'll find all these disjointed notices, and they'll be able to see everything that they need to see about their local community. And then my newsletter is a bit like, I don't know if you get these, but like a parish magazine that comes through once a week or once a month. And that's basically a summary of all of those most important notices, most of which have probably been slapped on the notice board at some point. And the folks who aren't that interested in finding out everything like at the minute that it happens, don't want to trouble themselves with a hike down to the community notice board, can rest safe in the knowledge that once a week or once a month this parish magazine is going to drop through the letterbox, and they can have a quick scan through it and pick out anything that's of interest to them. And to me, that's my distinction between what I put on social media and what goes in my newsletter to my subscribers. I imagine the people that want everything like right now, up to the minute, or on demand, will check out my Facebook page, and even better, be inside this group so that they can watch the tutorial videos. And then there's another group of people who don't want to be on social media all the time, and they just once a week want to check up on my email to see if they've missed anything interesting. Or some people will do both and just use the email to make sure that they haven't missed anything, even though they've been quite active on the page or in the group. So for me, I've made that clear distinction in my head, and it makes it really easy for me to write my weekly newsletter, because I just look at the content that I've created in the last 7 days and put it in the newsletter. There's another reason why I bother with writing emails, and that's because I really love people to write back to me and say, this made me laugh, or yeah, like this is so true for me too, or I can completely identify with that, or that's really helped me. And that is a massive part of why I love running my own business. So money is nice. It's nice making, like, having members and getting paid and all the other stuff that comes with having a business. But actually one of the best parts is being able to share little bits of my story of what's going on for me, and have people reply and say that they really enjoyed reading it, or that they found it funny. And I remember that every week when I send it out, I have to remind myself, what's my intention behind this newsletter? Well, first, I have promised people that they get an update of all the best stuff that's happened this week, so I'm going to fulfill on that. But secondly, I would really love a response to what I'm writing, and so I put effort into how I phrase it and hope that people enjoy reading it. And there's a kind of third reason to that, which is I want people to feel like, well, after they've opened one of my emails, it was worth the effort. And that's how you want people to feel about your emails. It's so important, because otherwise they'll just stop opening them. So when you've drafted it, before you press send, not just like, has it communicated everything I wanted to get across? Am I pleased about it? Is it meeting my goals? But think about it from the reader's perspective. Once they've opened that, loaded it up on their phone or their computer, and taken 2 minutes out of their extremely busy life to read it, will they feel that they have in some way benefited from spending their time like that? Because if they haven't, then they're not likely to open your future emails. But if they have, then you can enjoy, they might even like reply back to you, but they'll certainly be more inclined to open your emails in the future. So I feel like it's a bit of a cheat, because I said I would tell you what to put inside your emails that you send to your subscriber list, but what you want to put in there is completely up to you. For me, it works having it as a newsletter style. If you are wanting to just have that list there so that you can make sales to them later, a really quick workaround for that is to set up a really long new subscriber sequence that takes them on a tour of your best content, so you don't have to think about remembering to email them week in, week out. You can just send those sales emails when you want to, and you know that in between times automated emails have gone out sharing your most valuable videos or blog posts or whatever free content that you've got that you want to show off, to show like how good you are at what you do, and to train them to open those emails. So I hope that that's helpful. I would love to hear in the comments how you intend to use your emails, and if you've got any questions, because I feel like you're probably going to have questions about more ideas for what content to put in, that's fine. So just put the questions in the comments and I'll get back to you on those. But thank you so much for watching. As you can see, I'm still on my phone because the webcam on the laptop's still not working. I'm working on it, I'm trying, because otherwise I'm just going to get really massive biceps and get really good at holding my phone. So thank you so much for watching, and if you've just joined, because I see a few people have just joined, give it a second and this will load up and you'll be able to watch the replay in the group. Okay, thank you for watching. Have a great weekend. Bye.